You know, we must be getting close to summer, and I tell you why. Because the supermarkets are launching lots of new craft beer. Today, I'm going to give you a little demonstration of some new beers, not only from Tesco, but more importantly from Sainsbury's. They've got a huge range of new craft beer. I've managed to get a few of them. I'm going to show them today, but there are even more from Sainsbury's. The shelves are starting to fill up now. So if you're interested in craft beer from the supermarkets, get down to your local one now, because whichever one you go to, you'll dare say you'll find some really great beers. So let's see what we've got from Tesco and Sainsbury's. Welcome back to Rocker's Beer Review. Today we're going to do a little demonstration of some of the new beers in the supermarkets. And the two supermarkets are Tesco and Sainsbury's. Now normally I would expect to have a big pile of Tesco on one side and a couple of them on Sainsbury's, but it's the opposite here today. So I'll go through the two new ones, although there is known to be three new ones in Tesco, but let's go through them. So the first one we've got here is a new one, and this is called Future Skies. It is a citrus IPA. It's North Brewing and all in collaboration with Full Circle Brew Company. Like a lot of the North Brewing beers in the supermarkets, doesn't tell us what hops are on it, so not sure. It's a 6% and it's a citrus IPA, so I'm presuming it's probably got citra in it, but I'm not sure what else it's got in it, but we're interested to see what it tastes like. So that's the first one. And then the other one, which is an interesting sort of setup really, because you may have heard this one before. This is a Faith in the Futures by Northern Monk. Now, where before it was called Faith, and we had one before, Faith in the Futures. I don't still have the can, but it was quite a bright coloured can, lots of sort of purple, black and stuff on it, and blue. And I thought, oh, what's this? A new package, but the same sort of beer, but it isn't. So this one is Northern Monk in collaboration with SKKGN. I think the Faith in the Futures, the other one was Stigberts or something like that, the Swedish one. I could be wrong, but it was definitely a different company than that. And this is a double dry hop IPA at 6.2%. Faith in the Futures before, I think, was a 6.5% double dry hopped IPA. But the key thing, so I know it's definitely different, is that the hops are all different as well. So the hops in this are Azaka, Citra and Sabro. And I'm sure the original one was Citra and Idaho 7 or something like that. It was two hops, I'm sure it was. Might even be, no, I don't think it was Strata. I think it was Idaho 7 and Citra, I'm sure it was. So this is going to be different. Obviously, we've got the Sabro and the Zaka, which is one of my favourite hops. So I'm looking forward to that one. And say it's in a white can, so check out that if you see it. £3 this one was. So, and then the North and Full Circle's also £3. So they were the two in Tesco. And there's also another one, which is, again, like this Faith in the Futures, called Divine Faith. Now, I've had it before. You can check out the review. If you search it on my channel, you'll see I did a review of it about 10 months ago. And it's a double IPA. That was 8.5%. And it was good, a very good beer, very good double IPA. And I didn't get that, wasn't available in a supermarket. I bought that from a bottle shop, but they've got it now and it's coming into Tesco. £4, I believe it's going to be, which is, you know, standard sort of price for a supermarket double IPA. But it's 8% now, opposed to 8.5%. So I'm expecting that to have different hops in it as well. But when I get hold of it, I'll find that out. I'm not sure. I'll have to check out and see what the hops were originally, see if they are the same as not. So it's weird that they're coming up with the same beers they've come up with before, but just sort of rebrewing them and making them slightly different. I mean, the Faith in the Futures, I don't know why they didn't just come up with a slightly different name on it, because it's going to have different hops in it. It's all going to be quite different. So I don't know. I mean, they changed the cover, so there'll be a lot of people that I don't know if I didn't see the original Faith in the Futures in the Tesco that I went in, so I don't know if they're going to have the two different versions side by side, or they've just replaced that one with this one. That's Tesco. Sainsbury's, though, is to some extent more exciting, although when you see the beers, you may be less excited about it. I've got 6 different beers here, but they've got more, because in my Sainsbury's they've put the labels up already, and there's a few that you've seen before. So they never really, I don't think they're Northern Monk, for example. They don't know have Faith, but they're getting Faith in. They're also getting Scaffell in, which was in Tesco before. So that, I don't know if that's going to be a rebrew, something different, or whether it's the same again. And also Heathen is a New England IPA, which I haven't had before. So that's Northern Monk. And then the next one from Northern Monk is New World IPA, which I think you could get in small cans in Morrison. So there's those ones. There's a couple of others, which again I can't remember off the top of my head, but there's some other ones as well. But let's go through what I've got here. So these are the ones that I've picked up. So this is a one from Buxton Brewery. Never seen this one before. This is called Whetstone. It's an IPA, and obviously it's based on Whetstone Ridge. Is obviously probably the area within Buxton. 7.2%, and this is a full-bodied and full-flavoured IPA, but it's in a West Coast style. So we've got in here Columbus, Ahatium, Azaka, and Equinox. An interesting sort of selection, but it's going to be something a bit different. This was, I think, this was £3, so they've got £3 and £3.50. The next one I've got, which is, I bought it and I thought I'm not going to like it. I know it's not going to be great, but it's Brewdog. You know, everyone's least favourite craft beer brewer. This is a Candy Kittens raspberry and guava New England IPA. Now we've seen them use guava and other flavours in their New England IPAs. Basically, is it Hazy Jane, but with some sort of more flavourings in it. But it's a 6%, as I say, New England IPA. So I thought, well, I'll get it to show you if it's any good. If it's no good, then obviously see the video and you won't need to go and buy it. I have very low expectations, so it can only be better than what I expect it to be. Then we've got this one by Siren. This is called Fort Bubble. It's a 6% hazy IPA, so that sounds pretty good. This has got Idaho 7, Simcoe, Citra, and Laurel in it. So there's an interesting selection, 4 different hops. Yeah, I mean, Siren make okay beers. I've never had anything great. Certainly supermarket. I know they make better beers that they don't have in the supermarket, but maybe this one will surprise us. So this is a Fort Bubble. So there's that one there. The next one we've got is a beer that I've seen before, and I'm sure they've had it in Morrison's, or they've never had it in my Morrison's. And this is Mad Squirrel and their Roadkill New England IPA. 6.5%. Does it tell us what the hops are in this? No. Oh, Citra, Mosaic, Amarillo, Eldorado, Idaho 7. So again, you know, if you remember the last beer that we had from Mad Squirrel was also from Sainsbury's, and that was the mango. It was a mango New England IPA. It had all those 5 different hops in it, but also had mango juice in it. And to be honest, that spoiled it. So hopefully this is going to be a more sort of natural New England IPA. I've heard good things. I think it's been around a while, Roadkill, but I've never had it before. So I'm looking forward to that one. That's the one that I'm probably going to have high expectations on. Then we've got a couple of others. And they say, although so far were £3, I don't think the Brewdog, well, yeah, that was £3. But for some reason, there's some that are £3.50, and they seem to have got a few from Tiny Rebel. So the first one I got was this, Fruzy. It's a fruit smoothie IPA at 6.5%. So, yeah, I mean, again, not sure what the hops are on this. It says it's hazy red. Interesting. Peach raspberry taste. So I'm expecting it to be full of adjuncts like Tiny Rebel like to use. I don't know why they, you know, I'm not a massive fan of Tiny Rebel because I just find that they put too much stuff in it and not enough proper hops in it. Don't know what the hops are. It doesn't say the hops that are in this, but it's a fruit smoothie IPA, maybe a bit different, but again, I'm not got high expectations. Then we got an Equalizer IPA. This is a hazy IPA at 5.8%. Eye hazy, nose juicy, taste pine tropical. Again, doesn't tell us the hops that are in this. But I'm hoping this is a little bit less of the sort of lesser junks in it than the other one. So again, this one was £3.50. The Tiny Rebel ones were £3.50. So there we go, 6 different beers in Sainsbury. So there's probably about, apart from the Northern Monk one, there was still 2 or 3 other ones in there. There was a peanut butter and raspberry pale, which I just thought I couldn't bring myself to buy. But you never know, I may buy that. I'm sure there'll be other reviewers that will review that, so you can check that out. But there was a few others as well. But it's an exciting time. You know, summer's coming. I think this is why they're coming, getting these new beers in. The fact that we've only got a couple in Tesco, I'm expecting there to be more coming, but maybe they're just drip feeding these few at the beginning. But Tesco usually lead the way. I mean, obviously at this point, Morrison's have come up with the new stuff, and now it's Sainsbury's and Tesco. So I'm looking forward to seeing what we're going to get more from Tesco, which hopefully we will get. I'm looking forward to drinking them. So keep an eye on the channel. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe and you'll see me review all these beers. They all will get reviewed on the channel at some point over the next sort of week or so. Coming up to bank holiday weekend, May Day bank holiday. It's also near my birthday, so I think it's a good time that I will probably be drinking a good few of these beers and getting them on for review. So hopefully we'll be getting one review a day. It's definitely for the next sort of week or so, just so we can get all these out. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Let me know if you've had any of these and you've already drank them and you said, yeah, that's good. I'm interested in people who've had the Roadkill Mad Squirrel, because I know it's been out for a while, but whether that's a good beer, whether I'm good, maybe the Tiny Rebel won't be as bad. But, you know, again, you know, there's a good selection here. I find that Sainsbury's go more on this sort of more weird and funky stuff that usually doesn't taste as good, because it's just trying to get more people in a craft beer with their sort of snazzy titles and their weird sort of flavours. But who knows, you know, maybe we'll find a diamond in the rough in Sainsbury's beer. So that's enough for me. Until the next one, keep on rocking and keep on buying craft beer. See you in the next one.